What's up, guys? Midwest Tour Review here, back again. All right, so today's subject is going to be pliers. You guys know I've got a nice variety of pliers, cutters, lineman's pliers, you name it. We pretty much got it. And I got to say my favorite brands would be obviously Knipex, but also Vampires, followed by Klein's, but primarily Knipex, and then Tekton and a few others that fall within that range. Obviously Snap-on as well, but Knipex is by far the favorite of mine. And I have more Knipex in my drawer. Well, probably not now, but at one point in time I had more Knipex than anything else. But I've been trying to grow the collection, and I try to keep pliers in here. Not too many duplicates. There are some things that are a bit of a duplicate, but I try to keep enough variety in here that I can, they're not for the same type of work, so that there's a little bit of a variety as far as size or functionality, things of that nature. So I kind of got a little bit of everything in here. I did pick up a new set of pliers a while back. Sorry about the noise, guys. People are getting off work around here. But I got these vice grips, and these are flat jaw. They're not wanting to come off right now, of course, with this boot on there. But basically, it's a flat jaw, no teeth or anything like that. And then you can slide these rubber grips on there that allows you to have a soft jaw set of pliers. Not bad. Would I recommend them? No. Maybe some applications out there you may be able to benefit from this style of a plier. But basically for me, I've not, and there's a bee, I'm gonna whack it if I can get to it. For my work, I've not been able to take a lot of use to them. He's gone now. But I've not been able to take a lot of use to them, unfortunately. So, but they're here. I've got them, and maybe someday I'll be able to really get on them. But with the Knipex pliers and wanting more of those, because those, like I said, are my top brand, my favorite brand, I got a new set of pliers, and I want to show those to you guys. And I know a lot of people have been looking for them, and I'll see if I can get in the bag here, or the packaging here, and then I'll tell you where I got them from and all that good stuff. But once again, Knipex, and as you notice, these are really small. They're 4-inch. Yeah, they're the extra small water pump pliers, or the mini Knipex, I guess is what people refer to them as. Finally got myself a pair of those. I'll tell you about that here in a second. But there you go, guys. These things are freaking small. I mean, let's get that string off there, that tie. But they are small. I knew they were small, but I didn't realize they were that small. Let's see here. But man, look how tiny those things are. I mean, I've got fairly big hands anyway, but like my middle finger is almost the same length as my middle finger, with the exception of about an inch maybe. There's a size comparison there. Those are some standard little small cutters or nippers. Look how small that is. And then if we get out, let's see something that's comparable. I thought I had a pair of Snap-ons in here. That's not them. Where are my Snap-ons? Here they are. Pair of small Snap-on pliers. Got a little bit of rust there showing. Got to get that taken care of. But these are the 45 CPs. And look at that. That's a substantial difference. But these things here, these are nice. And I mean, one thing I like to do when I get a pair of pliers is I grab them and I squeeze them, and I try to see how much flexing occurs within the handle of the plier. And that typically is a good sign or a good measure for me to know if it's really soft metal, if it's hardened metal or hardened steel, if they're going to hold up in general. These things are really nice. I mean, the finish on them is really nice. The edges are not sharp. You can see the Knipex name there. It's what you would expect. And here's a part number, 87-100 which I assume is probably, that's not the part number. That's not right. 87 to 100, that's probably the amount or how large the mouth can expand to, more than likely. Let's see here if the part number's on here. Maybe that is the part number. Yeah, I guess it is part number. There you go. Okay, 8700-100. Seems like that would be like the mouth expansion. I don't know. But anyway, these are really, really nice. And the mouth, or the jaw, if you will, really sharp. I mean, you guys can't tell, but that's really, really sharp. You can see there it's got teeth in the far back. It's got teeth up here. It's got smaller teeth in the front. And I guess those are various ways you can grab onto different things. It's multiple different areas. There's even got a flat there to help with grabbing on as well. These are really, really nice. I can see if you're down in an engine bay, you're trying to loosen a connector or free up a connector. You're not going to be able to put a lot of torque, if you will, onto like a screw or anything like that. I guess it all depends on the size of the screw, or the fastener, but nonetheless, these are great for grabbing things or maybe snugging something up or loosening it up and then finishing off with something else. But really, really nice. I know these are fairly difficult to locate. Even the knurling back here is really nice, and it's got the type or the name stamped in there as well. This is really, really nice. Made in Germany, which is what we'd like to see. Let's compare these to, got some more Knipex in here. Oh, let's see. This is a pair of Knipex as well. Yeah, these are really nice as well. But just trying to compare the mouth there. And I've been using these pretty aggressively. And as you see there, maybe you can see, they're not worn down. I've used other pliers, other brands, I guess, plier brands such as like Channel Lock, and I found that Channel Locks wear down. I guess all pliers will wear down eventually, but Channel Locks wear down seems like excessively fast. I was trying to see if I had another pair, but I don't think I do that are similar to that. But the Channel Locks seem to wear down really, really quickly, and I've never liked that. But these Knipex seem to be holding up really, really nicely. So really happy to have that set. If you can, get yourself a set of these. Now, I got these. If you guys check out Clay Koon or Koon Trucking on YouTube, Joe's AllStar Tools, when Joe comes there to the shop, Clay hops on the truck like he does with anyone else, with Hamilton or Matco Mike or whatever his name is, I can't recall. But anyway, Joe has these on his truck, and at the time he had about 10. So I ordered these a few days ago. And Joe was real quick to respond. I sent him a message at night at like 11 o'clock my time, which is Eastern time zone. And that morning around 8 or 9, I believe it was, he had already responded to my text and told me to give him a call or text, and we would get this process. Real quick, I got the pliers within about 2 days, I believe. So really, really fast. And he even sent me the tracking information and receipt and all of that, so I had all the information to show that he had immediately ordered them and had them sent my way. So that was really cool. Very, very excited about that. So I'll leave Joe's information in my email, or not my email, in my bio on this video. Hopefully that's cool with Clay that I do that. That's something I probably should have reached out to Clay first and asked, but I'll share Joe's information nonetheless, and you guys reach out to Joe, see if he's got any more of these, if you've been looking for them, because I heard they were fairly hard to locate, and get you guys a set of those. Give you a quick update on the box. My shop's a mess, and it's really bright out here today, but we've got about 7 of the jars already, the paint taken off the fronts. And the reason why I did the fronts was because the sides were fine and it didn't have a lot of unevenness. The fronts were flaking and rusting away, so you had like areas where the paint had chipped, and I didn't want to just try to sand it down and have different levels of paint. I wanted all the paint to go on evenly. Even with the high build primer, I was still worried about that. But as you guys can see, with taking off the paint off there, you can see, if I can find it, There's dents and things of that we're going to pound out. We're going to get all those knocked out, fix all these little bumps and abrasions that the box has sustained over the 42 years or 43 years it's been around. Get that all cleaned up. We're also going to clean up all the tracks, because all the tracks still have grease and oil and some dirt in there. Even with the degreasing, there's still some. You guys see this big clamp on here because as I was working on this particular drawer, one of the spot welds broke, so we're going to re-weld that up today and get that all taken care of. It's great to have a welder. And then on these boxes here, you can kind of see where we start out with. That's pretty much the condition after the chemical stripper has basically done its job. So we just come back, take a wire weld to that, and then that's easy to come off, and then we just work it down from there. But I've also started removing a lot of the center dividers here. Obviously, these boxes were designed back in the 60s and 70s, so they utilized a lot of those dividers. Got a couple here on the ground that I started to remove and take out. They come out fairly easily with the spot weld cutter and a little bit of persuasion. But yeah, we took those out, and I think I'm going to take them out on most of the drawers. There may be a drawer or two or maybe three that I'll leave them in there. But I've got to think about how this box is going to be set up for current types of tools that we use in the trades and whatnot. So I've got to just make sure it makes sense and go from there. The body of the box has been sanded down to an extent, not 100%, but to an extent it has, and we're nearly finished. So stay tuned, guys, and keep following me. Don't forget to continue to subscribe to my channel. All right.